You know, there's an old saying in bad relationships. It says, if I can't have you, nobody will. Oh, we ain't seen that time and time again when somebody realizes that, you know what, if I can't have you, won't nobody have you. Or if you know what, if I can't have it, you won't get it either. Woo, I tell you, them type of relationships are so dangerous that it just even talking about it makes the hair on my butt cheeks stand up. Dun 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 dun, like that. I wish I did have hair on the butt cheeks. I'd shave it and probably put it in my head or up on, but that's another video. Now, today, you ask a question. It's going on a week, and the American budget, the House ain't passed the budget. Trump don't want to talk to nobody. Then we got the other party trying to fight for our health care, and you got the majority not even want to meet with them. They don't want to meet with them. They don't want to have nothing to do with them. No, they say that it's their fault, but they control the House, the Senate, and the White House, and can't get nothing done. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something that sounds so familiar, and I want you to just listen. Rats on a sinking ship. This is a positive one today. It's a positive one. See, when they came out with all this stuff, Project 2025, they wasn't basing it on the American people. No, they wasn't basing that on American people. They was basing it on white America. They said white America was going to accept this because we want to take back our country. Come on, man. We gonna have some serious talk here, family. You know, it's been a while since I called you family, but we gonna have a serious talk, cause you know what? Our white women are co-mingling with all these other races, and eventually it's gonna wipe out the white race. There will not be another white majority. We gonna be the minority. So we gotta fix that, cause you got the white women now. She becoming liberal. She don't want to have them 2.5 kids, and you know what? And she don't want to marry that straight gay man. And then you got these white men that's oofing the family. You know, Chris Watts. You know who Chris Watts is. You know, his wife was pregnant and he wanted to be with that other woman, and now divorce wasn't an option. He just put the whole family in on his work site and tried to move on. Did it in the middle of the night. I guess they don't believe in divorces no more. Did that woman wrong. Did the kids wrong. Don't mean his kids. But anyway, so they didn't have Project 2025 and with the black person prosperity, the Hispanics or anybody else prosperity. This was for the white folks. And they knew they had to do some damage. That's why they came out with that, it's going to hurt, but it's going to be all right. Because, see, when they start telling you, hey, we're going to go ahead and move on and we're going to make this white, they thought the whole white population was going to be on board with it. They knew they going to have some resistance from you house, But the undemocratic documents, we're going to experiment on them. But see, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. And this is my belief. You know, even in the last days, as they say, that, you know what? The truth and justice always have a way of finding itself. See, I remember when I was going through some stuff and I used to hang out at the law library when it was on the University of Memphis campus. See, University of Memphis tried to roll, well, they are rolling back DEI, got rid of their multicultural center. And I used to go there and I read a case. I find a case about my situation, and I read another case, and then I read another case, and I'm writing down all these what the court says about different things and different this. And I used to go there so many times that the clerk thought I was a student becoming a lawyer. The students thought I was a student becoming a lawyer. And they used to help me brainstorm, and they used to help me just do, oh man, I tell you. And I noticed something. Not just knowledge is power, but you know what? Sometimes you can hurt the United States using the United States' own words. Which brings me to the point. Pam Bundy is being grilled by the Judiciary Committee, by the Committee of Congress. Oh, she's being grilled on there. See, Pam Bundy hold them Epstein files. And see, while they holding on to the Epstein files, the winds of change are coming. Well, Tennessee just elected in a special election a Democratic woman. Oh my goodness. A Democratic woman. She's going up to the Capitol. She's finna take her. And then somebody else just voted, another Democratic woman. Oh, we women, we making strides. See, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. When they gave us the right to vote, and then you know what? Now they trying to take it back. We women of all races saying, you know what? No, not today, not today. In fact, we kind of strong, a little bit stronger than some of these men around here. Come on now. You know, because, you know, you got to realize something about women. See, women, you know, we the helpmate. That's how we are. We the nurturing. You know, and one thing about it is that most women, when we are, is that, you know what? You know, when things are being, you know, good woman, we know when to protect, when to shut up, and when to fight. All righty. So now, oh my goodness, we got two. And now, while doing this special election, the House and the Senate ain't so secure no more. Because, see, the white people have spoken. They're taking over. See, it's different. I'm going to tell you something about black folks when they get fired and lose their job and when other people. See, when a brown person, especially a black person, lose their job, they get mad, especially if you let them work the whole day and then tell them they were going to get fired. You could have fired them early this morning, and they wouldn't even came up there. They would have, you know, start their weekend off right, and then Monday morning would have got up and looked for another job or went to the unemployment office and, you know, went and got their little, they got to make sure they eat, their family feed, when they got the food stamps, they did all of this, you know, checked into them. Their credit is good. They're going to try to pour some from the 401k. You know, they you know, they ain't got time to sit and worry about, you know, they ain't lost their job. It's time now to buckle down. You know, we ain't eating steak no more. We finna eat some of these, some bologna and stuff until things get right. See, we not like that. See, we you know, that's the only thing. That's how black folks are. But anyway, we getting ready to, now the tides are changing. And you still wondering, why is Congress shut down? And I'm finna tell you. In one sentence, or one statement, Epstein files. Well, you know, Congress been holding back on The Epstein files, they've been saying, you know what, they've been trying their best to stop it. They've been saying it don't exist, it exists. You know, they've been holding it back. Everything that the Democratic Party has been trying to do, they've been trying to overshadow it and stuff like that. So, you know, you said, well, why does the Epstein file, what does the Epstein files got to do with the budget? It got a lot of stuff with the budget. It don't. It got something to do with Congress. See, if Congress intervene and they and start doing all of that, and they swear in the people that are just won this election, then that means that they got enough votes for the Epstein files to be fully released, which means that now those folks that's being held back, see, the ones that got something on it, you know, now they trying to act like they for the constituents. Now all of a sudden they playing dumb. The ones, you know, the ones that know that they ain't got no chance, they resigning. But the ones that want to play dumb and act like Donald Trump, see, you know, that's one thing I learned about some people, you know, in some race and so culture. You know, some people act like they oblivious. You know, even when they doing wrong. You know, you got to see on YouTube. You know, officer, I didn't know. They ran over everybody in the street. Officer, I thought it was a cat. I thought it was a speed bump. No, ma'am, you ran over 9 people and you've been drinking. I haven't been drinking a lot. I just had 6 beers. I feel fine. You know, and so if they open up Congress, swear them 2 people in, then that means that that all this stuff that's gonna come to play, finna play, is also mean that there's a threat that, you know what, there may be an impeachment early as the beginning of next year. See, right now I think like Tennessee got 12 special elections that's going on. 12 special elections. And you know what? And if you get 12 of them in there, that it might change Tennessee blue. See, Memphis has always been blue. We always been blue. But if you get 12 of them, now they got a problem. See, they thought they had one county that was blue. It's a possibility they got 12, which would be 13 with Memphis. Now they got a problem. Can't open up Congress. And see, you know what? All them folks that was trying to hide the Epstein files, Pam Bundy got something for them. Say, well, y'all, you know, like I said, they trying to grill Pam Bundy. Pam Bundy, you know, she ain't no dumb blonde. She knows she gonna have to get a lawyer when that time comes. She defended her fearless leader. And that Tom Holland guy, she called him names to Congress. Congress, wait a minute, hold on. She told that committee guy, wait a minute now, you was on the flight log too. He's a Republican. You was on the flight log too, and then when they was blocking it, you was trying to block it too. You got so-and-so to help block it too. What did he say? I never thought the lepers would eat my face. See, a lot of these politicians are seeing that. In Memphis, they seeing it. They seeing it in Congress. They seeing it in the Senate. They never thought the leopards would eat their face because they thought if they protected or if they did something, the leopards will hide their secrets. See, what's finna get ready to come out in Memphis is that y'all finna see some hands, some palms got wet. See, some palms got wet. Some deals was made. You know, don't say it can't happen. You know, how you think they start the slave trade? How you think they went to our tribes, they went to our people and told them that you know what, this, at first it was goods and then it became people. And you have people today. See, I'm going to tell you something. You got white folks, undercover racist white people. You know what? I love black folks. I love this. I love that. But you see those who are saying this. Read the comments. You're not an American if you don't believe in the flag. If you don't raise your hand to the flag, that must be their God. You're not American or a patriot if you don't, say this or do this. I've had people now asking me because of my last name, are you an American? I tell you what, I snatched this shit out of my head, and I guarantee you come up to me and ask me, am I a fucking American? Oh, I'm going to call ICE on you. You go right ahead. Go right ahead. Oh, you know what? You people coming down here. Oh, I'm getting some backlash too. Please don't think. You people came here. Are you documented here? See, that's what, like I said, that's what it is, See, why you black folks, I'm going to tell you something. I learned this. It was a criminal justice teacher named Paul. I can't think of his last name. He used to be at Shelby State. And we had a criminal justice class. And this is what really blew my mind when I was in my 20s then. He said, fear sells. He says, fear sells. It has never disappointed people yet. And he was a white instructor. You said, Samantha, what they got to do with it? White, black, purple. And he said, who is the most race that is fearful of anything and everything? And all the blacks raised their hand when he said, black folks. 2 white people raised their hand. He said, white folks, everybody raised their hand. Every black person raised their hand. So he said, why? He asked the white guy, why is you think black folks are the most fearful? He said, because the police, they scared of the police. They scared of any authoritarian figure. He laughed. He used to work for the city of Memphis. He, he told me about programs. I told him about my house. I had a house, my first house. My granddaddy gave it to me. He told me about the programs that city of Memphis had that I got into. He got me into. It repaired my granddaddy's house. I was so appreciative of him. But anyway, he smiled. Then he asked the black students. He said, why you think white folks are afraid? He said 2 things. He said white folks are afraid of change and race. Change and race. He said, elaborate on that. I want you to elaborate. He said, they're afraid if something changed, he said if black people were to rule, that they would be treated for the wrong that they did to us. Oh, that was a very deep debate that we had. That was at Shelby State that we had that day. We had to write a paper on it. That's why I went to the law library, because I felt that what better way to find history and race relations and all of that was at the law library. So right now, I'm going to say this, my personal belief, that we need to do a little bit more reading. Because see, as the shutdown it's going to go past a month, maybe even longer. And see, I'm going to tell you something. What better than the lepers to eat their faces when Somebody in the military can't feed their family, can't pay their bills. National Guard is working for free. You know what? The federal administration office are working for free, because now, even though we have a shutdown and we have Trump don't want to give them no furlough, nor do he want to go back and pay back pay. Well, what you expect? He didn't pay his contractors. He's known for not paying his contractors. He's known for not paying anybody that worked for him. So how are you different? See, all this stuff that they doing is chaotic. And you got folks who are scrambling, like in Memphis, trying to accommodate. Now, see how you stand up to somebody like that, even with Governor Lee, to be an effective leader. I would have held a press conference. That's if my hands weren't dirty. And I would say, you know what, I appreciate, and I wouldn't even say appreciate. I wouldn't say I appreciate it. Okay, you said you gonna come in here and clean up our community. You said you can do it better than us, and you arresting everybody else. Surely, when you were doing all of that, you should have had a place to put them out. You should have had a place to put them. Now you want us to accommodate what you're doing, and you don't have no plan. But see, Memphis you gotta be careful when you say that to Memphis, because see, them black folks down there gonna start saying, see, they don't want to help nobody. No, what they doing is a brainwashing thing. It's just like, you hire somebody to clean up your house, and they said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna clean up your house. I'm gonna clean it up, and the house look clean and everything, until you look up under the beds and find out that they swept the trash up under the bed, or better yet, they didn't pick up anything. They left dust on furniture and stuff. See, that's what we dealing with. That's what we did. Appearance. Once again, appearance. Because see, Trump ain't yet. You know what? Trump is right now. He's afraid. Y'all say no, he ain't. Yes, he is. Because see, the Congress is turning on now. So they playing that game about I know your business, and I'm finna tell. I'm gonna tell off on you. See, what they finna do is, if you listen now, they finna start releasing stuff that the Congress did with Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, yes. See, now, they had a blackmail. I believe some of the Supreme Court. We finna find out how deep and corrupt our government has become. Our Congress went there. I believe Clarence Thomason went there. I sure do. I believe he did, because he used to take money from a billionaire and go on trips, him and his wife. I sure believe it. I believe Clarence Thomas is one of them. So you finna find out some judges. You finna find out a whole bunch of people, did some stuff. This is finna change the way we look at America and how we deal with the justice system in America. Plain and simple. Starting with the head of our country. Yeah, starting with the head. The head of our country. We finna find out what type of, what's been going on all these decades. And see, we finna find out some congressmen have been doing this. We finna find out a whole bunch of people in places in high power is getting ready to be exposed. Yeah, we get ready to do that. Now, if a poor person messes with a child, they lock them up. But money, we got to let them know that money don't stop that. Money don't stop that. See, Trump is trying to protect. It's amazing how, that God would give vengeance. He would give revenge, and he would give justice from the grave. Whoever, like I said, I when you sit here and say, people like that little young man that just got assassinated, he was asking for the Epstein files to be open. Jeffrey Epstein was probably getting ready to testify to save his own little ass from his booty being attacked. And, and remember that statement Donald Trump said? He said, I can go and shoot somebody, kill somebody on Capitol Hill, and they still will love me. Yeah, this is the enemy within. See, he gotta get rid of he gotta get rid of anything his past is coming to haunt him. It's waking him up. See, that's why I used to tell my children, don't what you're doing when you're young, you be careful what you're doing when you're young, because when you get older, your mindset changes. Things that you didn't give a shit about when you was in your 20s and 30s, maybe in your 40s, when you're in your 60s, 70s, and 80s, you kind of, you slept with every man on the block and doing all of this and being scandalous. And then when you get to be a certain age, all of a sudden, that free and carefree life, you become to regret it. You come to regret it. Yeah, we're going to have to buckle down on here. We're going to have to buckle down. Because it's going to be a long ride. Because if the Congress, who's people that's over Congress, see, you got to wait a few minutes. It's going to be about another month or two. I believe they're going to pass a bill in December. They're going to pass it because, see, what's going to happen is now that they got to fight amongst each other. They tear each other up, see, because, see, those folks that's passing for the Epstein bill to be passed, and the ones that's thinking about it, and the ones that's trying to change their mind about, because, see, even Hitler had some folks that, tried to get rid of them when they saw that, the plan that he had wasn't working. So, right now they within these 10 going on 11 months, see, now they're turning on each other. Sit tight. You finna find out now, because, see, now Pam Bundy, it finna start releasing stuff about them congressmen that's been on that island. They finna start releasing it on people that's turning on them. That's turning on them. The difference between, I don't know, is this right here. So many people thinking that if they be quiet, if they don't say anything, that that will preserve their way of life. But it took somebody in the military that told me this last night. He don't recognize the United States no more. A military person told me that we are not a free country anymore. And until we wake up and really realize that, we're not a free country anymore. We on borrowed time. All of us. All of us on borrowed time. Where we gonna go and what we gonna do. And I bet you some children who have biracial parents, I wonder if their parents are thinking, what's going to happen to my children? See, now we got to fight to preserve our families and our democracy.